much. We want to say thank you. It is still Tribe 2022. And right now, we will be moving on to the next. We need to confirm that we have our online speaker right there. His name is Ola Diamond. Ola Diamond. Ola Diamond is a principal and co-founder at the Garden Academy, a tech-based institution developing tech solutionists in Nigeria and United Kingdom. He's a founder at CMB Network Official, a senior and versatile HR and people strategy leader with depth and breadth of experience in business strategy and situational leadership. A strong believer of HR as both business partner and employee champion. Great experience in leading and working with cross-functional and diverse team at senior management level. A strong team engagement and trade trainer expert. He's an NLP certified master practitioner, trainer cognitive behavior therapy coach, senior professional HR, that's SPHR. He's a certified John Maxwell team speaker, coach and trainer, certified DISC personality assessment consultant, MBTI personality assessment expert. They said you must pay attention. This one pays attention. Can we go to Zoom, please? So he has really paid attention to knowledge. You can see all this certification, this and that. I had to jump down. You understand? Because of time management. Okay, are we there? Are we on Zoom? Can we bring Ola Diamond right on stage? So he will be delivering to us. Ola Diamond has been my friend, a very great friend, also a coach to me. He impacts me a lot. We met at John Maxwell, and we are still friends like brothers. They call us twin there, so I'll still connect him to you. Don't be jealous. We have plenty twin. So are we good? Ola Diamond, good to have you right here. How are you doing? I'm just trying to test your vocals.
Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly. All right, thank you very much. I'll step down now. You are live at Tribe. Welcome.
Okay,
Let's
so
put our hands together, please.
I have 20 minutes, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, I pray that God helps me to deliver this in 20 minutes. Okay, so whoever is on the timer can just let me know when I have 5 minutes to go. So I only have 10 minutes to tell you about my life, interestingly. Don't mind me because I'm a tech guy, so we don't form. This is who we are. We work remotely, speaking from UK currently. And for me, it's a pleasure speaking here right now. Please give me 30 minutes more. I like to put my head in context. So let me assume I'm starting 1:50. So by 2:10, I will be done. So I'll tell my son to remind me when it is 2:05 to tell me that it is 5 minutes to go. Then I will just shoot right away. So what I would do is that to make this very interactive, I know that some people like to see slides, make beautiful slides. I pride myself in that. So what I will just try to do a bit is that I will show you a bit of slides. Then I will just go straight to some kind of conversation that will be very much important because I know what you will need today, right, in the course of your work, right? So, and for me, I'm going to deliver value to you. That one is like for sure. That one is very for certain. And one thing I'm going to leave you with, that is my signature, is that I will keep you awake this night. Be sure of that. When I'm done, I'm going to keep you awake this night. I'm going to blow your mind a bit, illuminate your mind, and that is my job. And that is what I get to do all the time. And please take note, I've started already, right? And so don't expect that there'll be a time in which I'm going to tell you that this is exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to just hit you right away. And I've been following the conversation. I tried to join earlier so that I can flow into the conversation. And for me, it's all about speaking technology in this case, your idea and also technology. And this is like a lot, like to actually chunk together, right? And for me, I will just try to put everything all together. So let me talk about technology a bit, then I'll just show you a bit of my slide, then you can ask me a question afterwards. I'll be here with you since I'm actually working from home, so I'm good to actually speak with you. Let me just tell you about technology easily so that you have an idea. Before COVID, if somebody have told you that there's going to be a conference, and I don't know how many times the church has done that before now, and somebody will be speaking from UK, and it will be like the person is physically with you, somebody is going to say that, well, it's not like seeing physically, right? But when COVID came, reality dawned on all of us, and we realized that we found ourselves in a place whereby we need to get ourselves going, regardless whether the contact is physical or the contact is not physical. It does not matter, as long as we are getting to hear ourselves, we're getting to see ourselves, we are very much good to go. So now transformation happened virtually. I run virtual coaching. Many of my coaching clients today, I don't even get to see them physically anymore. And a lot of transformation actually is happening. So because I'm speaking to church people, let me just tell you, like when the Bible says that there's going to be a time, when the true worshiper worshiping in spirit and the truth, I think this is actually that time, right? Where distance is no more a barrier. When you talk about Holy Spirit, you speak in tongues, you can just cover this and there's no distance in the spirit. Just take note. In technology, there is no distance. Let me be telling you relationship between spiritual things and technology. You say, oh, Jesus Christ just spoke. The man just said, no, I'm a centurion. I tell my squad to go and they go. I tell them to come back. No, you just speak and my child will be healed. And the man spoke and the child actually was healed at the same time. Technology has brought that to you, right? I'm in the UK, calling from Bedford. You are in Nigeria. And I'm speaking, you can hear me. Technology has brought this world to you. What you were picturing many years ago, you can see that in reality. Let me go more to that. Data. Today, you go online, and many of it will be happening to you. Maybe you go to Google, you are searching for shoes for kids. You are searching for a particular clothes, maybe shoes for yourself. Maybe you are trying to search for a particular book. And you realize that a few minutes afterwards, or maybe days afterwards, you go to YouTube. And YouTube is marketing a particular kind of shoe for you, or maybe you have always been Googling to buy bag for somebody, maybe for your husband. Advertising bags to you, advertising like shoes to you. And many of you have found yourself in a situation whereby you ended up buying exactly those things. And you just ask yourself a question. Why was it that a few days ago, I was checking for books, and I went to YouTube, I also saw books came to me. Why was it that I was searching for children's shoes? Then a few days afterwards, YouTube brought it to me, or Google brought it to me. I just went to maybe a newspaper website, and a pop-up just came up, right? Again, Bible will tell you and say that, there is this, there is the Spirit of God, bears witness in you. Trust me, data bears witness with you. You see a lot of bridging of gap between technology and spirituality, and there's a lot of things to that. For example, if today I have an access to your Google Mail on your phone and I have an access to your Google Map, I don't need to meet you physically. I don't need to see you physically. I can naturally prophesy who you are and who you will be by your behavior, by what you do. Let me just give you an example of that, and let me just shock somebody before I show my slides. And this one is not even related to the topic at all, but I just want to let you know that where data can help you, that can really help you in your life. Let me just give you an example. And do I have everybody, even though I can't see the room, do I have everybody want to support me in this session? Maybe people can shout, you can say something. Do you want to support me in this session?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear
now,
us?
Let us start. Yeah, I can hear you. Now, can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, you can hear me. Let us do simple exercise. And I want to link spirituality with technology, with behavioral science, and with prophecy. I want to link them up together for you. Now, let me ask you a simple question. And I'm going to ask you 2 questions. How many of you, right, want to make money? The moderator can go around the room. You want to make money? Let me just see your hands up. You want to make money?
Yes.
Let me see your hands up. Right?
Yes.
You want to make money, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Three times.
Number 1. Thank you very much. You want to make money? Let me ask the second question. The second question I want to ask you is that how many of you knows that for you to be able to make more money, you need to grow yourself, you need to learn, you need to belong to a group of people that will help you make that more money? Let me see your hands up. Let me see your hands up. Okay, please look around the room. Look around the room. Now, let's go back to technology now, and let's go to spirituality, and let's go to behavioral science, and let's go to the way we talk. Spirituality will tell you prophecy. Spirituality will tell you prophecy. Technology will tell you business intelligence or data intelligence. So in spirituality, you use the Holy Spirit to assess the unknown. The unknown. Things that existed but you never know about. Things that other people know but you might not know about yourself. Holy Spirit helps you to be able to, thank you very much. I think I can see the all now. It's going back again. I think seeing the all is helping me to actually get my vibe, more. You see today that when you pray in spirit, you are able to assess unknown, and you are able to understand what you need to do now to help you to be able to achieve that future. Now, technology, what does it do to you? Technology helps you as individual to be able to put data together in such, and also put systems together in such a way that you can easily predict the future. So spirituality, you call it prophecy. In technology, we call it intelligence, which means that I gather behavioral patterns that give me projection to let me know how the future will look like. Because in technology, we believe that your behavioral patterns, your thought process, things that you do now, they are the prophet of your future. We believe that it's not a matter of hype, it's a matter of what you do. So let me now shock everybody, right? And for those that want to be shocked, they will be shocked right now. Now, please keep this quote in mind. And this quote is a quote I want you to please take note. Where focus goes, energy flows, result shows. Let me repeat myself. Where focus goes, energy flows, and result shows. Let me put these three things together. It means that anywhere you put your focus in life, it is that same place all your energy flow in that direction of your focus. And when I talk about energy, I mean your emotions. I mean your thought patterns. I mean your actions. I mean those things that keep you awake. I mean the kind of friends that you meet, right? So where focus goes, that is where your energy flows, and that same place is where your result shows. Unfortunately, many of us put a lot of our attention on results, and we forget that result comes from a place where our energy flows. So it is tantamount to, I don't know the name to call it, that you expect a kind of result they are not working for. It is like turning God a magician, which does not come into play here, right? And that is the way it is. So let's come back home now. So please, the moderator should confirm with me that everybody bring out your phone, bring out your phone, bring out your phone. A phone today is a prophet of your future. For those that use phone. For those that don't use, you can have a separate discussion about you. Then I'm going to ask you some questions, you give me an answer. So let me help everybody here. Bring out your phone. Bring out your phone. Bring out your phone.
Done.
Now, from your phone today, which is the people most and their closest companion, even more than their husband or wife, they are the things that are always with you. Use it to call your spouse. Use it to call your children. Use it to do everything that you want to do. Check on your phone. Unlock your phone right now and check your phone.
Okay.
Check your phone right now. On your phone, can you tell me from your phone, can you tell me how many groups are you most active on your WhatsApp that tells me the money you want to make? Tell me your top 3 most active WhatsApp group that you have on your phone. Answer the question. Do they help me in the direction of my dream, in the direction of the money I want to make, or not? Don't answer me. Answer yourself. That is data for you. Your answer you are getting is a prophet of your future. That is data. That is technology. I'm demystifying it for you. Number 2, if I go to your YouTube playlist Second information, second question. If I go to your YouTube playlist, does it tell me, without knowing you at all, does it tell me where you are going? Or it tells me otherwise? Does it tell me about your hobby? Or it tells me about your career? That's number 2. Number 3, check your most called people. Top 3 of them. Top 3 most called people. Now, those top 3 most called people, do they help you in the direction of you making more money, getting more knowledge, or otherwise? Data. Number 3, data. Answer yes or no. Please, I don't want to hear maybe, you think, I think. I'm just giving you a question. Just answer right away. Between yourself and yourself, right? Number 4, browse through your phone right now and check the audio you have on your phone, and check the PDF or the books you have on your phone. Do they tell me where you are going or not? Please imagine I don't know you at all. Do they tell me where you are going or not? Number 4 question, data, technology. For you to understand how technology has become part of our life today. Number 5, check in the history of your expenses. If you debit allowed, right? Would you rather pay for a dress for 15,000 naira? Would you rather pay for air of 50,000 naira than paying for a knowledge? If you have bought shoes of 20,000 naira in the last 6 months, you have bought air of more than 50,000 naira in the last 6 months, and you have not paid 100,000 naira for learning, you have failed this 5th test. Check on your phone. Check your debit alert. Does it tell me where you are going? Now, I could go on and on, but the answers you get from this is what we call data. We get data from technology. It's actually the prophet of your future, right? Without making stories, without I can explain. If your answers to this question is more of no, I'm sorry to say, I can easily predict your future, that money you are looking for, you are most likely not, it will just be a pipe dream. That's why I told you that I keep you awake. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to challenge you to do something differently, right? That is one side. Let me just share my screen, then I'm going to move right away. Then you'll understand how I will put everything up together. Okay, so let me just move to my screen right away, and I'll just share my screen, then I will go to other part of the conversation. Now, confirm that you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Thank you. Now, let me just show you this, right? Then I will go to round it up with something very actionable for you. But it's already actionable already, which means check who you talk to. People will tell me and say, go and change your friends. I never tell people to go and change their friends. Change where your focus lies. Where your energy flows will change. By consequence of that, your kind of friend will change. If I'm discussing about renting a house on the island for my business for 10 million naira, I will most likely not have an argument with somebody that is still discussing a 20,000 naira idea. What does that mean? Where my focus lies naturally affect the network I create. So if the friends around you think in a particular way, the problem is not that your friend. The problem is actually you, because you are attracted to who you are, not what you want. That's who you are attracted to. So let me talk about idea and technology today, which I've given you a real life example of what we call technology. It's not something abstract. It's not something off the moon. What I do today in Garden Academy is to try to break the wall of technology to everybody to know that technology is what you see around you. And you see me also give more examples along the line. Now, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin to do. That's why you see me ask a question about what you need to do, right? What you need to change. If you have not spent money to learn, and you have spent more money to learn, If you have more money to buy books, you have more money to do other things than buy books, it tells me right away where your focus lies. So your result can be different compared to where your focus lies. And it is fine. But the point is that to change your result, you need to change where your focus actually goes to. Now, and it has to do with what you do. It's what you do that change things, not exactly what you are thinking or what you are hoping is what you do. Now, let's ask the experts some questions before you start talking about technology at all. Now, let's ask experts some questions. And what I picked online is this: without data, you are just another person with an opinion, right? When people tell me I feel, I think, I like, that is not technology. You can't tell me you think. If you tell me you think, I also can think, right? If you tell me somebody is better than this person, then I can also tell you I think, right? But where is the data? I will normally make a joke, in my dialect, that entobani data will matter, which means that it is when you have the data that you really matter, right? You need to bring the data to play, right? Because you cannot be giving me a subjective discussion in a conversation, and data play a major role. And data in the current world is being driven by technology. You don't know the trend of things around you, there's no way you can move forward. Let me pause a bit and give you more idea about this, my idea and technology. Now, please take note, and I want to give this thing to everybody. Please, if you have kids, or you yourself, maybe I'm speaking to you personally yourself, please, I'm speaking as an HR expert and an experienced who have hired hundreds of people across the world. Please do not confuse upskilling with right skilling. Do not confuse you going to learn. Don't confuse it with you growing. They are two different things. Adding more is not necessarily means that something is positive. Because you are reading a book, people will say no knowledge is lost, but some knowledge they actually waste to you, right? Don't think because you are upskilling, it means that you are right skilling. That is not data driven. What do I mean by right skilling? Right skilling means that I am a fashion designer. I'm learning about designing. I'm learning about color mix. I'm learning more about how do I mix fabric together. I'm learning about the kind of printing on clothes because people are asking for it. The market is beginning to demand for that kind of a thing, and I'll go to learn for it. That is the usage of technology. It means that you are trying to respond to what the market is talking about. That is right skilling. What do you mean by upskilling? Upskilling is, I'm a mechanic. I pick a book on designing because I want to expand my knowledge. Okay? You don't already know mechanics very well. You don't even know how accounting helps you to do your profession. You are learning about designing. That is not your job. Don't confuse. People will say no knowledge is lost. Please, there's some knowledge that you have wasted time because you could have spent more of your time on what is relevant to you at this time. Please do not upskill without right skilling. What do you mean by right skilling? Right skilling means that you go to the market. You are going to check what does the market want, right? You now come back home and develop your skill for what the market wants. That's why today, if you think about the way I've told you now, you realize that when you send your kids to school now, you need to ask yourself a question. This course are they going to study? Is the market asking for it? Or they're only going to study for those skills because they need it? Let me give you data. I'm based in UK. I help many students in UK to explore opportunities. Let me give you a data. More than 80%, this 80%, I'm being nice to you, more than 80% of Nigerians that come to UK to study their master don't get a job related to their masters. More than 80%. Why? They come to an assumption that if I learn, I will get a job. Then I ask a question, where do you get data from? It comes from feeling. Nobody goes online to go and check. Nobody check the government data. Nobody ask a question and say, what profession is actually selling right now by data? Which one is it that they have shortages on, that the market is already looking for? Then I apply myself for that. When you don't do that, what happens is that you are only right skilling. Having master does not make your career better. You can have two masters, your career does not get better. You might not have master and have only diploma, and you have right skill for the market. And that's the point about it. Without data, you're just another person with an opinion. And I want to beg and really stay on that point. What second part I want to bring up here? Argue with data at your own peril. When you argue with data, you will as well be part of the data when you are gone. We are going to add you to the data trend. Don't argue with data. When you see data, don't challenge it. You can now try to work against the data, but don't challenge the data. If a trend tells you that this is the reality of time, it's okay to say, I have faith, to challenge it. Okay, but don't fight data. The data is there. When you see mortality rate is at this number, and it's a right data. Don't challenge it. You can now say, okay, we want to change it, but you cannot be arguing with what you can see right away. That is fight. That is like you are fighting in shadows. Nothing will happen. You will get tired along the line because data is there for you, right? You can come back later to find a way to disabuse it, but don't contest data. The data is the fact that you actually see there. Let me just show you something easily. Look at this. In the 80s, these are the top companies. Example of data. These are the top 10, top 20 companies in the world. Please look at my screen. Look at the seat. ExxonMobil, Mobil number 3, Texaco number 5, Chevron number 6, Gulf Oil number 7. Does it give you an idea? Shell number 13. Look at this data that you can see. This was 80s. I was born 1980. So when I was finishing primary school, going to secondary school, this could have told you an idea of why my parents were telling me to go and study some courses at that time. This was 1980. Look at the top companies here. It gives you an idea why then 20 years ago, 25 years, 30 years ago, people felt like you have to be here to be able to secure the future. How many tech companies did you see here? You can count them. Look at what happens. This is 1990. This is year 2000. This is just like 20 years ago. Data began to change gradually. At 1990, you see them topping. United Technologies came to play on the 17th. The rest of them, purely oil, purely big motor companies, manufacturing companies. Year 2000, what happens? Story begins to change. Consumer goods started coming to play. Walmart came to play. You started seeing introduction of few technology companies, IBM. IBM started keeping up with the pace. Look at AT&T. AT&T came to play. It started coming to play. Let me shock you. What do you think was the current standing? The current standing today, right, as at year 2021, this is the current standing. The top 10 most valuable companies in the world as at 2020, the data is out there. Apple, Tesla has even come to play now. Apple, Microsoft, right? How many oil companies did you see here? The story has changed. Between tech, fast-moving consumer goods, and any company that leverage tech for their work. Today, when you talk about Amazon core driver today is technology. Now, how do you bring this to play? Right? The reality here is that IT is the new oil, right? You don't find a way to leverage it in your businesses, you are good to go. Now, what do you look for? How do you build enduring fortunes for yourself as I'm rounding up now, right? For anybody today who is running business, listening to me, there are 4 things you must take note of. If the fortunes you are building is going to last generations or not. 4 things you must take note of as I round up. And you must tick the box. Whether do you find yourself there? Do you tick these 4 boxes or not? I don't want to talk about savings, investment. Those ones are the how. I'm talking about the principle now. Number 1, any business, any vocation, anything that you embark on today, and you want it to be generational, number 1, it must be geography proof. That's number 1. And I hope you can remember this 4. Number 1, it must be geography proof. What does it mean? Your business must not be a business today that if something affects to Lagos, your business is down. If something affects Abeokuta, is down. If there's a problem on VI, your business is down. If they attack your business is down. And by the way, this happened to few of my friends. I have one of them who today, which is trying to get back to order. During the NSAS, he has a physical printing press, was burnt down after he has gotten a lot of loan to be able to scale up that businesses. Very thriving businesses, physical structure, burnt down completely, end of story. Why? That abundance is linked to a geography. Number one, anything you are thinking about must be geography proof. Number one. Number two, any wealth or abundance that you are building. For example, today, I can carry my ticket. I go to UK. I got my ticket. I go to US, go to UK, go to Nigeria. Start thinking of how do I make a part of my business geography proof. Very important. Number two, any business or thing that you are building today, and you see how technology comes to play to power them, you must make sure that your business is not time bound. It's not bound to your physical effort and press. That's why people that talk about savings will say, make money while you sleep. What do I mean? If you like, you can be a nurse. You say nurse is selling. However, nurse does not give you an enduring wealth. Why? You have to work 12 hours to make the money of 12 hours. When you sleep as a nurse, you are not making money. You have to be awake. You are trading your time, your active time for money. Is that how you build enduring wealth? The answer is no, right? Is that a way where you can accumulate some things and now build enduring wealth for yourself? The answer is yes. You must ask yourself, my business today, how do I ensure that my business is not limited by my active time? If your business today is, I do 8 to 5, and if I don't do 8 to 5, I cannot make money. If I say I'm not working for the next 1 month, that means I'm not making money. No matter how senior you are, please hear me and hear me loud and clear. I've seen the mighty falling. I don't care whether you are the CEO of one bank and you are listening to me right now. If you are even earning 20 million naira per month, as long as this one I'm telling you about this tamper-proof abundance. I don't have time to go and show it. I have to come and show you in the Bible, right? We can come back and talk about that one, talking about the 12 tribes of Israel. We'll come back and talk about that one, another symposium discussion. But guess what? Even if you're earning 20 naira per month and it's linked to your active time in that business, if you don't translate it to a fortune that does not require your time by driving it with technology, you are not building enduring wealth. You are rich now, but can easily prophesy your future. That's the second part. The third thing that you need to do for your business or for your career or for your vocation is that you must make sure that any business that you are building is not directly proportional to your physical strength. How do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that if the money you make, right, is directly proportional to your physical strength, which means that the more you are older, the less will be your probability of making that money. You are not yet building enduring wealth. That is why you must power your business with technology. Technology never tires. Computer will never be tired. As long as infrastructures are there, you will keep on making the money. What is the last part? The last part is that in using technology, make sure that anything you are doing in the course of your business is actually currency proof. This one, I don't think you need a class for this one. This one is clear. If before you are earning this money in naira, you know how much it is now in dollars, right? You know how much it is now in pounds, right? Your money must actually go across and make sure that it's not linked to specific currency. When I say currency, please don't be biased. I'm not even talking about naira. I'm talking about make sure your currency, you prosper in every currency. Today, dollar to pound is almost similar to like today. I remember like almost like 12 months ago, if you have 100 pounds, you can buy almost like 1,400 for $400. Now, if you have 100 pounds, you're buying like maybe like 110, thereabout dollars. So I'm talking about being currency proof in terms of how much you make your money. Can easily fluid move from one place to another one. What do I recommend with you as an action steps? The action step is that if you're an entrepreneur here and you sell goods, maybe you sell hair, ask yourself a question. How do I sell hair to a woman in US who do not know me, who does not even have my WhatsApp updates, who while I'm sleeping can see my business, trigger an order, somebody can fulfill the order while I'm sleeping. This is technology. This, I'm telling you, is technology. Ask yourself, I'll give you many case studies as I'm being inspired to tell you. And I'm going to correct it. Some people here. You run a pharmacy, you are listening to me. You run a store, you are listening to me. People come to buy from your store. You must ask yourself a question. Are you taking right data from your customer? If you run a pharmacy, are you taking right data from your customer in such a way that you know who buys from you every month? You know diabetic patients that need replenishment for their drugs. How do I get their data in such a way that they just put their card on my account? I can be fulfilling them on a monthly basis without myself even asking them a question. I have somebody who have parents on the island and they come to buy something from my pharmacy. How do I make sure that I use technology to let them know that your parents requires a replenishment of drugs? Just give us deposit. I can fulfill that. Technology will get that for you. How do I use technology to make sure that I can tier my clients? A woman normally comes to my store, and this woman over 6-month period, she spent over 600,000 naira in my store. Should I treat her like other person who have spent only 20,000 naira in the last 6 months? No. How do I tier my clients? Don't think your business is small. Imagine you pick up your phone, your customer service person, hire an intern, and they call and say, oh, ma'am, you have been trading with us for the past 6 months, and from our record, you've done a lot. Now, for the next 1 month, can we deliver to you at no cost to you? Guess what? This woman will be blown away. You have had a customer for life. As long as she's available, you always serve her. This is data. This is technology. This is how you build yourself. Let me just give you 2-3 things more, right? Then I knock every other thing off. Let me tell you today, you can pick your phone. Let me give an example. You can pick your phone right now and go to Amazon.com and type a book. That book is called Sudoku. And type Sudoku on Amazon. It will be so interesting to you that to publish a book on Amazon requires you to just go to a Fiverr and get somebody to design that book for you. People are buying Sudoku like crazy on Amazon. Just check it at random. People think today you can go to Google and type for a particular book called PLR. PLR are a book that we call public labor rights. Yes, public labor rights, which means that they are books that people just produce with no copyright. Anybody can take it and sell it. There are people today, just go to Google and type PLR books. PLR books are books that are just there. A lot of people have written them. They made money from them maybe years ago. They just say people can use it and sell. Many people, what they do is that they just get a designer, they package the book, put the book on Amazon, and they are selling the book. Technology today is driving the whole world. There's a website today. You can go and check it. It's called Etsy. 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 You go to Etsy today, you register as a vendor, you can sell anything. You know the most shocking thing I saw on Etsy? Somebody selling a quotable coat for 24 pounds. And that quotable coat, you will get it electronically. It's now left for you to go and print it. You can imagine a table coat, somebody put 250 of them together, design them on an electronic paper, and said, pay for it, I will send it to you electronically. I'm not telling you what I'm thinking. This is where people are making money from. Make sure the money you are making is not bound by geography. If you are making a lot of money right now, physically, wherever you are, translate them right away now into digital technology area in such a way that you are not bound by any geography. I could go on and on and on and on. Build up this skill. Please take note, technology is not social media. It's just a version of technology. And you want to build a course and sell a course, go to YouTube. A guy did a course on how to walk a dog. You know, things I'm telling you, you can verify. How to walk a dog. Just Google now and say, course on dog walking. A guy did a book. He did a course, a 12-week course on dog walk. An online course. There's a mentor of mine today. You can check her name online. She's called Amy Pottersfield. Right? Like in the last 4 years, the only thing she does, the only thing, you can check her name, AMY, then Pottersfield, POTER, then FEILD. She's a mentor of mine, right, who I've been following for years. The only course she does online is how to help you to create a course and market them by email. Last year alone, she made over $80 million only by creating course online. I've done her course before. Her course is $2,800 when she used to do. Now she has dropped it now to $2,000. This course is 100% online. $2,000 course. As at the time I did it, was $2,800 course. People are making money online. Take note, your abundance as a Christian is not limited to the boundaries of VI. It's not limited to Aja. We are called to be global citizens. That's why I'm ending it.
Hallelujah.
If you play local, then the spirit is actually not in you. It's a global game, right? You must be able to make money across board. Thank you very much.
Hallelujah. Let's put our hands together. If you play local, the spirit is not in you. You have to play global. As in, we've been saying the same thing since we started. The Spirit of the Lord is one. Thank you very much. Some things I took away. Where focus goes, I want you to complete it. If not, we'll catch those people that are not. Okay. Energy flows and results. Hallelujah. Enitobani data. Ha! That one hits me. Okay. And the last one. Do not confuse upskilling with the brilliant ones are there. Mommy, chop not cool. All right, so that is so beautiful. Thank you very much, Ola Diamond. I'm so blessed.